I don't know. I mean, we haven't confirmed this yet. Rem could miraculously be alive. Here we go. She's here. Oh, what? Alright, what's up everybody? Here we are with episode 17 of ReZero, which is called Disgrace in the Extreme. I am super excited to dive in. The show has been getting so ridiculously good lately, and of course I don't need to bring up episode 15 anymore, but the sheer traumatizing experience that watching that, 20-minute episode was, encountering the witch's cult, the leader, Petelgeuse, I think he was called, right? Subaru called out his name a couple of times, I think in the last episode, but I wasn't even, aware that that's what he was called, because when I read it for the first time, it was so long and complicated, I didn't even get to sort of, memorize it. But now I definitely do. And then last episode, we start getting more and more introduced to some of the other royal candidates, right? And it's very clear that they all... they're different, but very similar too, right? They all inherited this, they all make use of this very sort of strategic business-type mindset, the way I've described it, right? In different ways. There is Crush, I think she's called, right? The green-haired one who sort of just, she thinks very much about, they all think about their own interests, but you get what I'm saying? She's playing a different game from, for example, Priscilla, who's much more of a ruthless... type character where I feel like most of the things she somehow does for personal enjoyment, but that's kind of the vibe I get, right? And then there's somebody like Anastasia, I think she was called, right? With the purple hair, who of course cares a lot about making money, clearly, and she was gaining a lot of information about the fact that Crush was seeing the treasury guy from the capital city. So they're all playing they're all playing basically a chess game, right? That being said, it's not even necessary. It's one side of the story that we're currently focused on. The other side is, of course, dealing with the situation at hand. And what we know is constantly happening now, basically at the Roswell mansion, is that they get attacked by the witch's cult. And that everybody in the village and then in the mansion basically dies, right? And so now Subaru figured that a way to actually change the outcome of that is to go there with a different kind of card that's carried by this dragon or whatever, right? It was Anastasia who gave him the ability to actually take a card that was going to be much faster, and so he would be able to arrive there in time before it gets attacked. So the plan was to go and save everybody, right? Save all the villagers and basically have a bunch of people in their cards show up with the help of Otto, who we've, of course, who's been helping us before already. But the thing is, now, this is what I like very much, right? But we're seeing slowly but surely that a lot more sort of fantasy elements are really coming into play here. I am, of course, watching both Mushoku Tensei and ReZero simultaneously, and there's definitely a lot of... even if they're considered to be in the same genre, right? The isekai genre, I feel like there's so many differences between the two, though. I feel like Mushoku Tensei is a much more personal story, for example, about Rudius. By the way, I've gotten a question a couple of times from people for me to do more comparisons, I guess, right? So I'll just do it for the sake of it, even though some people might not be too interested in it, but whatever, I'm gonna do it anyway. So with Rudius, you notice that his story is very personal, and they talk about his old life and everything like that, right? And simultaneously, I feel like the setting is much more fantasy-like. Whereas ReZero so far has been a much more... how should I put that? If you look at Subaru as a character, who I like a lot as well, right? Maybe, I probably like him more than Rudius, to be honest. I feel like he's a little bit more... He's more, true comedy to me. You get what I'm saying? Rudius, of course, makes a lot of jokes too. Harsh jokes, which I don't even mind that at all. I actually like that too. Honestly, I like them both, man. That's the thing. I don't even want to pick favorites, but... you get what I'm saying? Subaru is much more of a chaotic... emotional character, as I've been saying, right? The way that he actually feels so closely attached to the characters around him, and he really appreciates getting the compliments and showing both gratitude, but also basically receiving it, right? I think he very much cares for. But the setting, I was gonna say, hasn't even necessarily... yes, it's fantasy, of course. Just look at Clown Roswell, look at, the kind of powers that are being used and stuff, but I feel like it has not been fantasy in the grander scheme of things, if that makes sense. Like in Mushoku Tensei, you see these like dragons and yeah, a bunch of like grotesque things, if that makes sense. Whereas in this, it hasn't even really been the case. You know, like the capital, for example, is a big city, but it's not even like, it doesn't stand out to me that much or something either, right? And now what I'm trying to say is that I'm seeing more and more fantasy elements get introduced. For example, they started talking about this tree that they were approaching, right? And suddenly there is the white whale here that's showing up. I remember that the white whale was already mentioned in one of the like previous episodes, episode 15 or 14 it was probably, but honestly, it passed by very quickly in a single line, so that's all that I remembered. I wasn't even able to look it back up because I would have loved to do so just to see what they said about it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be an enemy. Yeah, like, I don't know what was going on there either in the last scene of the previous episode, where one of the guys in the cards basically went missing, and then when Subaru asked about him to Otto couldn't even remember him anymore. So is the white whale using some kind of power that wipes people's memories, or what's going on here? Is that going to happen with Subaru as well? I have no idea, but I kind of feel like... I mean, I don't know what I feel like. I don't know what we're really getting ready for here with this episode. I'm just saying, I'm seeing more and more sort of fantasy elements really come into play. Of course, also the cult, the witch's cult, with the kind of powers that they have. Super OP, honestly. But, yeah, again, I mean, it's just nice to see... that, you know, being a part of the show more and more, I guess. So without further ado, guys, I hope you don't hear the sirens, but they're literally like outside my window here. Anyway, we're gonna dive into the episode at hand of ReZero, which is episode 17. I'm excited. Of course, if you are, then you can already watch the next 8 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. Over there, we're already going to be on episode 25, and that means we'll have finished the first season in its entirety. I know there's also going to be a couple of OVAs. I don't know if I can watch all of them already after I finish season 1. I heard there's at least one I can watch. But I'm going to watch the OVAs too, and those will be exclusive on the Patreon page, so you'll definitely want to make sure you're there for it, as a nice little bonus added on top, because of course it's your support that allows me to make these videos in the first place, so keep it in mind. And then with that being said, let's dive into episode 17. Yeah, right back to that whale attack. Assuming that it is an attack, but it sure seems like it. Oh, right, the phone. Yeah, this definitely can be a good thing. Windbreak protection. Yeah, he knows exactly what he's dealing with, yep. Damn. Damn. Scattered. They're here alone now. Yeah, somehow I feel like we're not rescuing any villagers anytime soon. Oh my god, yo, we're not flying straight in there, are we? It's kind of reminiscent of, like the Rod Rice Titan in Attack on Titan is what I'm kind of thinking of. The way he was sort of just crawling over the floor, the whale here is doing the exact same thing. And it's just as grotesque, so it's kind of reminding me of that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, use the light on your phone to blind it, or I don't know what he's thinking about. Please accept this. Okay. What? How? I mean, Rem is strong. I don't know if she's that strong. Damn. Yeah, that's exactly what she wanted. Hmm. Oh wow, she just... What? She knocked him unconscious so he wouldn't stop her? I mean, she's like into him now, right? That That's how I've been interpreting it this whole time. But it's still super endearing that even if she is, she goes off to, you know, save him and stuff too, right? It's not like she's approaching it from any egoistic angle of like, oh, let's make it out of here with the two of us or something, you know? Yeah, the question is the wheel still here? Okay. He's basically saying, just shut up and let me focus. Wow, still trying to stop her now. There was a reason she knocked you unconscious, my guy. Man, yeah. Dude, abandon us, she jumped out. I mean, like, I don't blame Otto whatsoever of being like, no, we're not... Yeah, no, we're not doing this. Damn. It's funny, because Otto is literally just dragged in the middle of this. The game of staying alive. Oh. But he just... I don't know what the... He just mentioned her jumping off, right? Oh my god, wait, did he just forget? Oh, it's here again, so like... Was it just using the memory altering again or something? Wait, had he already forgotten about seeing Rem jump off and stuff? I guess so. Interesting how Subaru also is not affected by it whatsoever. Markets following. Wow. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. See, maybe you are the hero of the story. Yo, what the fuck? Oh my god. I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah, take responsibility and kill yourself. Or just die in general, I guess, right? So it doesn't come after me, yeah. Because it's not like he knows about his respawning abilities. We, of course, do. Yo, the tragic thing about all of this is that the only thought in my mind constantly when we're thrown in these kinds of situations, look at this, laser eyes, is like, Subaru, just fucking kill yourself. Man. It's interesting how he's not, like, he really isn't prepared to give up and stuff, though. I honestly don't know how he, like... What? It's gone? I have no idea what's going on anymore with this show, man. It just randomly disappears the moment he's, like, prepared. Or, well, he's not even... He wasn't prepared. But he was going to die. Who are you? It better not be... Is it gonna be Rem on the card? Is it gonna be Otto? That sword... That sword is like the... Oh, shit. Those are the weapons that the clan used, the cult. And the card is empty. What the Yo, I can't read any of this anymore, man. This feels like a dream sequence in a way. Probably isn't. The key. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I guess if the wheel actually disappeared, then we still managed to arrive in time. Dude, imagine the cult showing up now. Jesus Christ, this dude has it rough recently, man. I can't get over it. Wow, Rem. What the fuck? She made it? Oh. Oh, he was just seeing things. Okay, it's Ram. Man. Yeah, it's a bit of a different relationship here still. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's a reason for that. I'm not interested anyway. Wow. What do you mean by approaching the heart of it, though? What should he have done? I mean, it's not like she knows, but I mean... I feel like there is probably some truth behind her words. Though I don't know what they would imply with that then. I don't know. I mean, we haven't confirmed this yet. Rem could miraculously be alive. Here we go. She's here. Oh, what? What? How the fuck does that work? How did it wipe their whole backstory even and stuff? Oh yeah, I guess... This thing is one massive video game at this point, man. With a bunch of corrupted ass save files. Yeah, I know that. I mean, I'm sure she believes it. I think his, like, inclination to want to kill himself is gonna be stronger and stronger. Wow. What? So there's no signs of her having existed here either? This is so fucking weird, dude. What did this whale do to us? It sucks so much, because like Subaru is just being toyed with from all angles. You get what I'm saying? Like even him arriving here in this world with the fear of not being able to share his power. How would Emilia not know Rem being there? I guess she doesn't remember that either, right? Yeah, that's all he does, man. Even after their late encounter. Latest. And he's kind of going back to the old methods that she was so done with. Man. Well, because they're not really explaining it either. Wow. Oh my god, that's so... So, like, why put it in such a harsh way, dude? Oh, shit. This whole thing is just... Fucking hell. And she has no idea. Like, she... I think she can kind of tell something is clearly up, right? Like, she knows he's right without understanding it whatsoever. Oh shit, no, no, no. Don't, dude, it's pointless. Here we go again. Time for that Death Note shit. Just write the name down in the in the book. What? Yo, she did not just... She didn't... What? This whole... Yo! This man has no control over this situation. What? She's just dead, right? I was gonna say, she's not turning into a zombie here now or something. Oh my god, man. I'm kind of done with this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I fucking love it, but this is like, what do you do? I've just given up hope all around when it comes to this show. Okay, maybe Beatrice is like the only one who can truly help us here. Yes. Actually, it's not. It would be pretty kind-hearted. Here we go. You don't understand anything at all. Wait, is she like aware that the mansion gets attacked? Wow. I have no idea what you're saying, but I respect it. Oh! What did she just send him off to? Okay. Man. Yo. All that he can think about at this point. Oh, well. You'll get your wish. Here we go. Just who we need it. It's nice, because they can do it like this, too. Fuck off, Petelgeuse. Yeah, it's not like he did, but I guess he actually did. By talking about the secret, but I don't know why him talking about the secret suddenly made that happen. He's just enjoying this way too much, as per usual. What doesn't he enjoy? Slothful. What, they're grabbing her to take her to the realm after? Oh. Oh. Nobody is supposed to see those hands, but Subaru does, huh? Or what? I mean, even if that's the case, I don't know if that's a good thing or what that will do. Yeah, I don't think there's any stopping this. Oh my... Dude, this whole world has become one massive nightmare for Subaru, but what's happening here? Ah, it's Puck. Holy shit. It's upgraded Puck. It's the evolution of Puck. Jesus Christ, what an episode. Alright guys, well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course you can watch the next 8 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. Man, I don't know anymore guys, but like the complete randomness of events recently, it's genuinely devastating. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what I constantly keep bringing up when it comes to Subaru, but I would have completely lost hope at this point. And of course, we've seen moments where he did. We've seen other moments where, like, I was actually surprised an episode or two back when he suddenly did show that resolve, right? Yeah, I think it was right after, actually, at the end of episode 15, right? The crazy encounter that he had. That was very weird to me in the moment, because it was by far the most devastating thing that had happened to him yet, and the most traumatizing sort of experience, right? But still, now we go back to a Subaru that is very much losing hope and not able to really cope with the situation anymore, and I don't blame him. This whole experience has turned into one massive nightmare, if you'd ask me, and again, it's like the problem is that he has no control. There's too many puzzle pieces that we don't have an answer to. Too many things that we don't understand. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're battling this wheel at the beginning of the episode, right? Well, battling, more like fleeing from it, I guess, right? The wheel literally approaches us and then ends up disappearing entirely. For no reason whatsoever. At least, no explainable reason, right? We see characters around us like Otto, who one moment still recalls Rem jumping out of the cart, then doesn't remember Rem anymore whatsoever. Same thing, of course, happens later on with red-haired Ram, who does not remember Rem. Emilia does not. Everybody has completely forgotten about her. It makes me think, were they actually affected by the memory wiping stuff? Or is it Rem who was affected by it and therefore gets wiped from everybody else's memory? Does that make sense? Like, she is the one that's actually, like, she's the one that was probably killed by the whale, and therefore when the whale kills her, that wipes the memories. That makes sense because, for example, the bandana guy who Subaru brought up in the episode prior to this, to Otto wasn't remembering that person either, right? At all. Whereas Subaru still did for some reason, right? I mean, he's the exception to the rule every single time, but that could presumably be as well because the bandana guy got killed already by the whale, and the whale therefore used its abilities on him to get it removed from everybody else's memory, like I said, automatically, for some reason, right? But yeah, I mean, that's basically just scratching the surface when you think about it, right? I mean, we have, of course, the weird fear that he felt before where he couldn't reveal a secret. Now he did and ends up killing Emilia with it. Why? Why did that just happen out of nowhere? Beatrice seems to know stuff, but I can't tell for sure. You get what I'm saying? And she was genuinely pissed off there sending him away. Yeah, and then now comes in our good friend Petelgeuse, who's actually called with a P. I realized as I looked up a summary for the episode, but yeah, he brings up the fact that like these hands that he has that he got from the witch, I think, are not supposed to be seen by anybody, but Subaru does. Like, this is the one advantage. I don't even know if it's an advantage because again, we don't know what the situation is here whatsoever. But like the one thing that is clear is that Subaru has some kind of, I think, direct connection to the witch or something, right? Like Subaru has some. He clearly has a role to play in this all, and that's why he gets to save his progress. That's why he gets to not be affected somehow by the memory wiping stuff. I mean, presumably because he's from the other world and stuff, right? But like clearly he does have an a protagonist role in this universe, which at the very beginning of it all he questioned, right? But it's really a path for him to find out what that protagonist role then actually is and what is meant for him to do. But it's very clear that in the process of figuring that out, there was a bunch of trauma, to get through. And yeah, man, I'm not having any of it. It's just it's a little it's a lot to take in. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot to have to go through, I will say. So with that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed my reaction and review to episode 17 of ReZero. If you did, then of course you can watch the next 8 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. Your support is very much appreciated and allows me to make these videos in the first place. And then with that being said, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.